Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to take a break from the CRX. We're also going to take a break from the track Integra. No car meet / car show uploads today. We are going back in time. We're going to work on this Integra. Those of you who've been following the channel, I've actually had this 2000 GSR longer than I had this car. The original motor, the oil pump went bad. The oil light started coming on in the dash. So I ended up pulling the motor out. This car had wiring issues from the time that I bought it. And we ended up buying a house. So this kind of got pushed to the back burner. So it's time to start getting this thing ready to go. 3 running cars. So like I was saying, this car had wiring issues. So I ended up buying a automatic harness from the tail lights all the way forward. Most of the harness is already installed up into the firewall from the tail lights forward. The engine harness that I got when I bought all that had some butt connector splices and stuff like that. So I wasn't really feeling that. So I just picked up this 95 Integra harness, which is also an automatic harness, and a dash harness, because I did not have that. This car is originally a 2000, so this was OBD2B. So I figured OBD1, I'm going to be back converting it anyway. Might as well pull the whole harness. So the motor that's going in this car for the time being is going to be a B20 VTEC. It has blocks, lost motion assembly, some DC headers, original GSR transmission. I believe it's a 6-puck clutch. It's been 5 years since I fooled with this. Victor X manifold, Venom fuel rail, old school. So basically now I want to clean this car out. It's got so much junk in here. The whole interior is stripped out from when I was putting the harness in. But I have been picking up goodies for it here and there. There's ASR 24, password JDM. I got some other goodies hiding for this. So we're going to put the suspension back together real quick and try to pull the car in this area here so we can clean it out. I believe I have to put in the door harness on the passenger side. I got to finish tucking the harness on this side. Driver's side's already done. And I believe there was something with the fuel sender unit, if memory serves me correct. But I really want to just get this car up and running. So let's get the suspension slapped back together. So all this cardboard was on top of the car. All this stuff came out. Looks like I'm missing one of the pillar trims. The car itself, I got most of the stuff out of here already. I still want to clean up some more. We'll go through all that wiring stuff. I want to continue cleaning this out, but I found some stuff I forgot that I had. Here's the dash, steering column, Integra Type R rear seats, OEM floor mats. There's a red carpet in that white bag. There's a black carpet right there. Type R rear trunk bar, red floor mats, the trunk carpet, ASR 24 and subframe brace. I'm missing some of the hardware. Password JDM rear bar, and that hideous red NRG steering wheel. So suspension's just bolted on loosely. Put the 949s on this. They actually look pretty nice on here if the car was clean. Don't mind the air conditioning. That's the noise you hear in the back. It's super hot here. But I'm just going to continue cleaning up the inside of the car. Alright, so all the little bolts and wire loom and whatnot are cleaned up out the car. This car originally was OBD2, so it had 2 O2 sensors. I found a plug to plug the second hole up. That's the rear hatch wiper plug. Fits in perfect. This is the brake tuck on this car. I used all the soft lines from the Valix racing kit. Everything will fit underneath of the heater core and clear the center console. So that looks okay to me. You won't see any of that once the interior's in anyway. Most of this harness here is all ABS stuff, all the orange plugs, ECU stuff. This is for the blower motor stuff, I believe, and ABS. And then this is the door harness that runs through up here. So we're going to clean all that up also. Also discovered that the clip that plugs into the level sensor is broken. I had a feeling something was up with the level sensor. So I gotta pull that off of the harness that originally came off of this car and splice that in. And one of the seat brackets looks like it's tearing out. So I'm gonna tap this back in and re-weld this. So I got the fuel level sensor and the metal cover on that and the fuel pump. I had to pull it off of the original harness in here. Also, I don't know if you can see it, welded the seat bracket bolt back on that side. So now I'm going to work on swapping out the 94-95 door harness, which I ordered off of eBay. I don't know why they would even change this. Nothing's changed on the door between the years besides the shape of the mirror. So I'm going to do that. Then we're going to come along and work on the automatic shift selector. You got to wire it up so the car thinks it's in neutral all the time or something like that. It's been a long time since I did an auto to manual conversion. So the last thing I did was install the door harness. This is for the window switches and locks. I believe this one's for the tweeter, but this car didn't have the tweeters. I gotta check continuity between here and here. Same color wires, that's why I believe that's that. Put in all the HVAC boxes. This car is not gonna have air conditioning, but it will have heat since none of the other ones do. Put some foil tape across this so it'll seal up, because the foam's like deteriorating because it's 25 years old. It secured all the wires up for the dome lights here. I'm painting the steering column support now. As soon as that dries, I'll put that in the car and then we put the steering column in. So I'm starting to get somewhere. I ended up getting the steering column support in. Got the steering column in. Turns the tires. When I was putting the steering column in, I seen some brake fluid leaking and I was like, oh man, one of my tuck lines is leaking. I mean, it's been years since I did all this stuff. But come to find out, this brand new to me Willwood is leaking out the back seal, I guess. But this was brand new when I put it in the car 6 years ago. I guess the fluid just destroyed the seal after sitting for 6 years. So I got the carpet in. I took the brackets outside that go up in that area and painted those. I'm probably just going to pull this bracket here and paint that too, so everything will be fresh. Carpet still needs to be shampooed and vacuumed. This carpet's been sitting for 6 years also. I have a red carpet, but I don't know if I want to use that or not. I think I'm just going to stick with the black. It looks better to me. I'm not going to put the dash in yet. I want to make sure the car starts and runs first. And I guess the next thing is for me to look for my JDI push start for the ignition, because this has an immobilizer. It's a 2000, so I'm not 100% sure if I could use that. And plus, I'm not sure if this is compatible with the OBD1 stuff. Plus, wires are cut in here and spliced together. So I'm just trying to get rid of every splice in this car. So I do have a JDI. I just gotta find it. This is airbag stuff that's just cut. I'm probably just going to cut that shorter or take it all the way out. This is turn signal stuff here. Probably plug this up. This is the automatic shifter thing. I'm going to have this tucked up under here once I put the brackets back in. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way it's coming out. Don't mind this ugly red steering wheel. This won't be in here when the car is on the road. So I had to pull the carpet back up because there's a styrofoam piece that goes underneath here to get the carpet to sit correctly. And I took out all these brackets and painted those. I did try to convert the latch to a 9495. You can see the wires right here that plugs into that one, because on the 2000, I guess you have like a key fob that's supposed to pop the trunk. There's no little thing to pull next to the door to release the trunk, so you gotta pretty much put a key back here. But looking at this, the holes don't line up, so I won't be able to use that. And I did find a JDI. It's going to be push start. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up for today. I've been out here for like 7 hours. It doesn't look like I got much done, but rewiring and everything sucks. But hopefully pretty much all the wiring inside the car except for the push start stuff and the dash harness is pretty much done. I'm going to wait to put the rest of the interior in. Got to still do the headlight harness and wait for my jumpers for the engine from the OBD 2 to 1 for the alternator and distributor. But if you enjoyed this, thumbs up. Leave a comment if you think I did something wrong, which I'm probably sure I did. But keep following the journey to get this car back on the road. It's been 6 years almost, so let's get it.